Hey you guys, it's Anne Marie and some ducks. 2 little ducks. And I usually don't respond to comments because I never knew how. I guess it's not that hard because I'm doing it now, finally. I first want to say to you, my friend, I have so much love in my chest and my heart for you. And yes, it is because the emotions are running. You've been the light on many dark days for me. And that's what this is about. When our light is struggling a little bit, there's those around us that kind of, like a lighter, you just kind of flick it down a little bit and the other light reignites the other lighter. That's what we do here in this community. The true ones, that we realize when our flame is bright or even when it's a little dim, it's easy to light other people and bring them back to life. And so when I read your comment, I did some meditations, and then I saw a YouTube creator who I love, Messages from the Waters. She's amazing. And she had a great message today about this space. And I won't go into detail. That way you can watch it if you want. But it was talking about this uncomfortability and the purpose of what this is. Feeling like it's stagnant, feeling like it's cloudy, feeling like a few of the things I didn't really go into detail in my reading last night, but I've just been in a very strange place for a week now, and it has been very frustrating. Because, let's just be honest, it's brought back the desire for old behaviors to emerge. And old choices I used to make emerge. If you know, you know. I'm not going to go into detail. And the devil always rings. I just never answer it. But I recognized that through this message, our vibrations need to be low. We need to doubt ourselves. So the ops, the enemy, the devil, the dark energy, whatever you want to call it, however you identify it for you, can come in and attack. And it's bigger than that. We are going through a huge transformation. And oftentimes, I'm now realizing that when these big transformations come, and we don't even realize, I'll speak for me, I don't even realize I'm in this transformation until I get a response like this, or see a video, or I do a meditation and it clicks. And that's what happened today, is that we're in this space of transformation, not knowing we're in it, to see how we're going to respond, to see how we can move through the energy. What she said was the best way to describe it. You're already going through stuff, right? But then the clouded part of it, it's like you're going through it when you're in a pool full of water. You know how it's harder to walk when you're in the pool with water? It's harder to do certain things. It's like extra weight. And Spirit is seeing how well we can manage things, because this next phase that we're going into, this next upgrade, if you will, this huge upgrade that we're about to experience, is going to require us to understand what it feels like to breathe underwater, what it feels like when we're on our merry long path, just sipping our water, looking cute, and all of a sudden we feel a pull. We feel extra weight on us. We feel it. We feel it, even if we know it's not ours. Even if we know what it is, it doesn't change the fact that it feels like there's extra weight pulling us down. Why does it feel 10 times harder the last 2 weeks to get simple things done that just come from me like clockwork, that just come from me easy, just boom? And so, what I've learned now, yay! Hopefully we can move through this next one. What I've learned now is not to guilt myself, not to shame myself, not to allow the old patterns, the old beliefs, the old choices I used to make when I would get in this feeling. The old Anne Marie would choose to do unsavory things when I would be in this space because I was afraid. Oh my God, does that mean I'm taking 10 steps backwards because I'm clouded? What does it mean because I'm really sad today? Or what does it mean? I know I'm kind of going over the place, but when you know, you know. And so I recognize during this time now that it is actually time for us because we're going to upgrade. We're going to be upgrading huge. That's not how I wanted to say it, But I'm still feeling a little tongue-tied. So I just speak as it happens here. Just whatever comes to mind. Because that's the authenticity of me. I don't do 100 takes. So what I've learned this time is try not to guilt myself for not what I perceive to be progress, because I don't really realize that me still maintaining myself, me being aware of the cloudiness, me being aware of all the things still pushing forward, even if it's just laying low, even if it means not doing a few readings, even if it means being in that space of uncomfortability and a little bit of depression, a little bit of sadness. The biggest thing is not putting myself down for it. That it's in place because a huge transformation is happening in our mind, our body, and our spirit. And so oftentimes, this is just for me, when a big transformation is getting ready to come, like I can guarantee you now, within the next week, my gifts are going to be heightened. There's going to be some gifts I didn't have or lay dormant for a while that are going to start to pop the fuck off. History has shown me that. So that'd be a lesson to you as well, is that when you're in these spaces, it's actually a huge transformation that's going on that sometimes we can't even see or understand. Spirit doesn't show us everything, right? And so I loved that new perspective of the reason why it feels like we're weighted down is because that's the way it's set up that way. Because this next upgrade that we're going to do, this huge transformation, this big upgrade that's happening to us right now, we're on a new moon. An eclipse is coming. Time change just happened. The actual new year's coming. A lot of those things, I forgot to put them all together and remind myself, oh shit, there's a lot going on. So oftentimes, Spirit is seeing how we deal with that extra weight on us. How we're able to pull through the water when all kinds of shit's already going down, right? And for us to just go with the flow and not judge ourselves for it. Now, I get a little worried when it goes past a few days because I'm used to being able to transmute and move through stuff real quickly. This time, there's some other things at play here because I got real sick last weekend and I never get sick. And on top of that, I had all these other things going on. A lot of stuff at both my jobs going on. A lot of things spiritually. I'm in a new environment as well. And so I'm dealing with all those energies there that are unspoken and spoken because I see past things. And so all these things are going around. I'm like, why can't it just be like when I was living in the hotel and it was just me? Yay! Well, because I'm putting myself out there more. I am out more. And I'm showing up as myself more. And so Spirit was like, okay, we're ready for you to shine too. In the sense that you're looking for, Maria. But we need to know, how can you handle the weight when this blessing comes? This huge upgrade that's going to come. These are massive gifts. These intense gifts. This intense sight that's going to be occurring. And this isn't just for me. This is for a lot of you as well. To be mindful of. First of all, stay hydrated. For real. It's going to feel, when these gifts, abilities, upgrade, whatever it is for you, when it happens, it's going to feel initially like you're walking in a pool, like you're trying to run a race in a pool and you're at the deep end. But it's only Spirit getting you ready for this upgrade. It's just getting you ready for this new upgrade. So, being able to sit in that emotion, those feelings that we are feeling, or that I felt, been feeling, going through this mass upgrade, is really important, because how we manage and cope with those emotions and those feelings during this huge transition that we're in, a big transition, is going to determine the effects and how great our gifts become and how we can manage them. I hope you're healthy and happy, full of joy. May you love and be loved. Heal. Don't hurt.